To be honest, hasn't been disgraced, but you only need to give a guy like that 5 or 6 minutes and he can turn a game, which potentially he has today. But let's see how North Hobart go. There's a fair bit of pressure on at the moment. I reckon the message would be from Mitch Thorpe saying just push hard, finish the game off. We've got this, it's ours to win. And the same message would be coming from Bear, I reckon, about the North Hobart guys. You are not out of this. Let's have a dead hot crack.
Last quarter action is Anthony Osborne for City Park Radio and the live stream.
In for a cracking final term as Allen decisively wins the opening bounce down for his side. In pursuit was McCulloch, but flying the other way was Blackberry, who ends up getting his hands on the ball, kicks the ball to half forward in the direction of Denellen. Instead, Hugh Williams Jr., a late inclusion, just heaves the ball to half forward for North Hobart. The ball bounces fortuitously there to Sam Caswell. He's got a runner on the outside and he opts to use him as the Demons, I should say, bring the ball inside 50. Mark taken on the paint of 50 there for North Hobart. Dinky kick inboard and another mark taken. Excellent work, and that is Troy Cunliffe. Kicked the opening goal of the game. He's back in North Hobart colours this year after stints in both the SFL and previously in the TSL with Clarence. He finished 5th in the Alistair Lynch medal back in 2018. After a year back at Lindisfarne, he's back at North Hobart this year as he begins his approach to goal. He's kicking on the way now. He immediately puts his arm in the air, and Troy Cunliffe, he kicks his second. And if there was ever any doubt about whether North Hobart would be up in this contest in the final term, that goal there suggests they're right well and truly in this game. That's the goal they just had to kick early, wasn't it, Max?
Yeah, it was. I think he was celebrating before it left the boot, to be honest. He was very confident with that one. So great start. Again, similar to the first quarter. They had that goal in the first minute and a half. So let's reset in the middle, see how these rucks go here. Launceston have got the big guns in the centre there. You've got Harper, Blackberry and Fletcher, so they know they're under a bit of pressure.
It's the Blues by 5 points. I'll give you a score from Skybus Oval in a moment as Harper kicks it out of the centre. Out towards the runners here in Brown, who takes it, uses his pace to get away from Kilpatrick. Little kick to Hines within scoring distance, probably on the edge of it. He'd be kicking from right on 50, decides to have a crack. He's gone back. So Skybus Oval, it's North Launceston 7-6-48, Lauderdale 5-4-34, 2 goals up. And as we said before, the Tigers comfortably in front at 3/4 time. Here he is, Jake Hines. Gets to the paint of 50, goes around on an R, kicks high, won't make the distance. Into the goal square, right front position. Dumped away by Hugh Williams Sr. Blackberry releases on goal, can't get any purchase. A quick kick out by Bailey Walker's not bad as it finds the other Walker, that's Patrick. Releases the handball. Here's Casey Brown, gets the handball away. Caswell's there, he takes it. On defensive 50, kick sideways, dangerous. Taken there by Cunliffe. And they just boot it out of defence through Sandrick, up the wing. Contest there with Hardy. Drops the mark he might have taken. Allen, releasing handball. Here they go, the Demons. It's Walker, inside 50 on his right. Up here towards Menzie, leads the race for the ball. He might pull the trigger, he's got to get it first. He doesn't pick it up, and it's out of bounds. 25 metres around from North Hobart's goal. 8 goals straight, 48 North Hobart. Launceston 8-5, 53. We'll give the score often for our stream viewers, so you know what's going on. Boundary throw in, deep in attack now for North Hobart. Hardy and Jamison House. Hardy does well. McCulloch picks it up. He tries to burrow through, head down. Releasing handball there from Tuthill. Here they go now. Is that Seymour, I think, might have taken the ball. Ball, says the umpire. Tyrrell, thank you. So it'll be a ball up.
Taylor.
In fact, it was Brennan Taylor. Ball up about 40 out from North Hobart's goal.
It's hot in the kitchen to start this final term. That ball won down there by House. In the end, he lays the tackle. Fletcher Seymour's looking there for the Blues, unable to extract the ball out. We'll have another stoppage inside. Attacking 50 for the Demons. Love the work of Jake Steele in that attacking foray before. Just really slick hands further up the field. It's North Hobart just searching for another goal. Great tackle laid there.
This is where North Hobart have to be real clean with their disposal. Get a, like you said with Steele a moment ago, slick hands, get it onto the boot, just surge it forward to an open goal square at the moment.
Hardy takes it out of the ruck and kicks towards goal. Paddy Walker's in pursuit against Jay Blackberry, but it's bouncing. It's bouncing. Jay Blackberry, a nervous moment for the Launceston veteran. In the end, a minor score, and the perfect streak there for North Hobart is over. They're 8-1-49. The Blues 8-5-53.
Quick release from fullback finds Harper on the wing. They're moving it quickly. The Blues up here towards Jake Hines, who leads out, presents, can't quite take the mark. Fall the ball was right. Goes straight away inside 50. Riley again. Can't quite take it on this occasion. Good work there from Bailey Walker. Riley gets it. His kick on goal is smothered by Collins. And great experience today for young Collins, because he's been up against Dylan Riley, one of the best players in the league, who's on fire. 4 goals last week.
And 4 goals the week before as well.
That's
so
right.
3 weeks in a row now.
So it's a great experience. That's why we love these Devils players playing in the TSL. Lots of different experiences for them. As Hamish Allen gets the thump away. Seymour releases. Casey Brown inside 50 to Denellen. And I'll tell you a player I've called quite a bit today, and that's Casey Brown. And Maxie, he's linked up nicely.
Yeah, and we spoke about him a couple of weeks ago, Dave, having a new role this year on the wing.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're right. He's been involved in a lot of forward thrusts here. Denellen on the trusty left boot, going for something a little bit different here.
Oh, here we go.
Watching a bit of telly.
Jack Denellen. It's not bad. Oh, he loves it. It's a goal. A crucial goal, that one is. It gets Launceston out now by a margin of 10 points, 9-5-59. North Hobart 8-1-49. He knew what he was doing. I'd say, Maxie, he's practiced that one at training a number of times.
He has. He wanted something special today, and he's given it. And he's not a renowned goal kicker for Launceston. He's played more a defensive role in previous years when he has been in the team, but cementing himself as the small forward today.
In fact, his father Mark, I think an ex-Longford player, Mark Denellen.
Yep. Yeah, product of the Fingal Valley.
Yep.
King of Fingal, he thinks he is. Yeah.
Here we are. It's back in the centre. Here's Anthony Osborne for City Park Radio and the TSL live stream.
So 10 points the difference now. How can North Hobart respond? Auckland wins that one down only as far as Cunliffe, who feeds it out to Sandrick, to Pepin. Just a real handball in hope, it must be said, as far as Fletcher Seymour, as he kicks the ball to half forward. Jared Dakin takes the mark just outside 50. Mitch Thorpe in his ear next to him, just saying to calm things down a little bit as he goes in the Riley direction. Worked his opponent under the ball, but in the end, too much pepper on it for him as well. Out of bounds for a throw in. Launceston forward pocket. 10 points the difference. 7 minutes played in this final term. Dylan Riley very much the focal point at the moment. Thorpe playing right up the ground as that ball comes in, as Thorpe competes with Allen. Sandrick does the roving. Don't think he disposed of it. No. The umpire says the other way, that it was high contact. So Jack Sandrick perhaps a little bit lucky there. So he looks to bring the ball outside defensive 50. He just decides to take a couple of steps and hoist the ball in the Allen direction. Steele was there to fly as well. So plenty of tall timber for the Demons, but no one able to take the mark. The umpire was being... He had a big decision to make there. In the end, it goes the way of Caswell, who dishes the ball out to Paddy Walker, drives the ball to half forward. Hardy takes a great strong mark, and not his best work. A very ground grabber kick inside forward 50. Perhaps just rushed himself a little bit there, did Hardy. The ball's repelled out, but Sandrick takes a good mark one-on-one against Jack Denellen.
Sandrick gets it forward now. Here towards Cunliffe. He swings straight away inside 50. Chance here. Contest. Menzies couldn't take it. Out the back, it's Tyson Miller. Releases Dakin. Kicks under pressure up here towards Hines. Hines might get it despite coming from the behind position there. Kick inside 50 now. It's almost taken by Walker. Second opportunity, Paddy Walker on his right into the goal square. Bounces astray. Jai Menzies, I think he might have thought that was going through.
I think he did there for a moment. Unlucky not to get a free kick either, because he got pushed in the back into the goal square there, into the goal post. No, Tim Bristow, haven't seen him out there for a long time, guys.
No.
One touch to three-quarter time, Maxie.
Yep, so I'm not sure whether he's fully fit. We'll have to investigate that during the week, as it's on the far side of North Hobart Oval in front of the George Miller stand. Slightly in attack for North Hobart. A lot of footy to play in this game yet. It's 9 points. We've seen some great footy, especially since half-time, after a low-scoring second quarter. Here's Paul Freeman. He gets caught, gets away though. Manages to release a kick up here towards Thorpe, but Bailey Walker, who's been fantastic all day, probably had the better of Thorpe. It's the handball off. They are now Hugh Williams Jr. Back to Walker, to the path of Sandrick, who gets tackled there by Harper. Taylor out towards Paul Freeman. Paul Freeman shrugs the tackle. He's done that a couple of times in recent minutes. Inside 50, Yates is there, thumps it away. Great defence by Yates, only as far as Denellen, who kicks it blindly but finds Dakin right in front of goal. So hard work again there from Jack Donnellan, the number 6 for Launceston. He sharked the thump away from Yates. And then just that tactic all day has been just to get into the forward 50 quickly. And it paid dividends. And Jared Dakin will put the Blues further in front, just a matter of by how much. Gone back a long way. 25 out, slight angle. Jared Dakin, umpire works, hits the post. So opportunity lost there for Launceston, 9-6-60. North Hobart, 8-2-50.
Post still shaking from the impact of that Dakin kick as Kilpatrick assesses his options to bring the ball back into play. Opts to go to his captain in McCulloch. He's had a fair bit of the football. Gives the hands back to Kilpatrick. Exits defensive 50. Finds his teammate Bailey Walker. Dancing around there, the Demons across half back, just looking for a way to move the ball forward. Collins has to stop and prop, but does well in the end. Finds his great mate in Paddy Walker further wide. Assessing his options down the line. In the end, a spearing pass. Tom Reeves takes the mark. Really strong effort from Reeves. Bit of Devils experience for him last year as well. He goes inboard and finds McCulloch, who's off to the races. He drives the ball to half forward in the direction of Fisher. Harper in the end just mops up the loose ball. His tumbling kick towards half forward. Bailey Walker with a paddock, but Dylan Riley just gives him a little bit to think about in pursuit. He opts to retreat some ground to Sam Collins as the Demons look to reload to the outer side. Collins on his best kick. Just pepping plenty of time, but he's quickly beset upon by Dakin. Sandrick's now the recipient of the handball. Opts to go down the line looking for Paddy Walker, who flies, perhaps infringed with. The umpire agrees as advantage is paid to North Hobart. Tom Reeves drives the ball inside 50. Hardy!
I'll watch the fight, you watch the footy.
Oh, yep.
There's a bit going on the wing, but Nathan Hardy just providing a tall target. And tempers are really flaring here on the wing, just starting to break apart now. No surprises, Angus Norton's in the thick of it there, Dave.
Absolutely. Likes a bit of a scrap, there's young Gus.
But Nathan Hardy, I've really liked the target he's provided North Hobart today. He's kicked one goal, one of those goals in the third quarter. He's going to be kicking at a 45-degree angle. Jake Smith on the mark. He's about 35 metres out from goal. As Nathan Hardy, this is a huge kick. He's on his way now. It's going to be tight, but he likes it, does Hardy. As he did in the quarter before, he just put his hand in the air and said, "Follow me, boys." North Hobart kick a very important goal through Nathan Hardy. Some patient work across half back, but Hardy provided the target at half forward and made no mistake.
And he redeemed himself after that previous disposal that he had where he just dribbled along, trying to move the ball quickly, trying to do the right thing, but certainly redeemed himself from that. Dave.
Strong mark, wasn't it? You know, in this crucial part of the game. We're 12 and a half minutes in. 9-6-60 Launceston. North Hobart 9-2-56. So a tight contest. It's a 1 versus 2 clash here today at North Hobart. It's been a long time since we've had that. It's fantastic to see here on this great historic arena. Bounce down. Auckland does well. He takes his own spillage to Seymour. Kick towards half forward. Mark to Dakin. And not play. It must have been touched. Play ball on. Donnellan, left foot. It's going to the goal square. Riley's there. Thumped away by Hines. Trying to spot the contest in the end. It's dribbled through for a behind. 9-7-61 Launceston. North Hobart 9-2-56.
They'd be happy with that point. It gives them possession of the ball, and the way that they've been moving it today, they should be able to set something up here.
Young Collins takes off. Kicks well outside 50. Here looking for Cunliffe. He rises high over the back. Jake Steele just thumps it out of bounds. So about 60 metres around from Launceston's goal.
Anyone prepared to make a call? Who's going to win?
Oh, look, might be a draw.
It will be.
Come on, Dave.
I've got to be impartial. Boundary throw in. Jake Steele out there towards Sandrick. Important contest, this one. I think the umpire will break it up. He does.
Jake Steele's hoping it's not going to be a draw.
Yes, true.
Very true. I know you touched on Steele and Allen earlier in the game, Maxie. They've been really developing, haven't they, as young footballers?
Yep.
That ball's one down. As far as Sandrick, he's in a bit of a scrap here with Donnellan. Cunliffe involved as well. Umpire Sam Bridges takes the ball back. So, huge moment in this game. Auckland, in the end, unopposed, wins that ball down. Blackberry, perhaps throw the head back a little bit. He gets the free kick, so he's About
experience.
60 metres out from goal, absolutely. Read the play well, did Jay Blackberry, as he just assesses his options. In the end, thought he was going to go long, but he found a shorter target in Jack Donnellan. Hasn't had a stack of the football, but I just like what he brings to this team. Every time he has been near it, he seems to have a big impact on the contest.
He does. Bit far out for him. I think this one right on his distance, and I have to correct myself. I said his father was the King of Fingal. It's actually King of St Mary's. He'd be very offended if I left it hanging as a Fingal person.
So Jack Donnellan, 45-degree angle. He's going to be kicking from right on the paint of 50. Jack Sandrick's the man on the mark. Donnellan just gets under it in the end. It's not going to quite make the distance. Jake Steele is there to provide reinforcements for North Hobart. Takes a strong mark. The D's 9-2-56. Play the Blues 9-7-61. 15 and change gone in the fourth quarter.
Pepin from the back pocket has a short option in Yates, who takes the mark. So our quarters varied in length today. You probably expect this one to go 21, maybe 22. Time left certainly for North Hobart if they're good enough. As Yates kicks up the wing, big pack of players there. Menzie off his fingers, out of bounds. Next goal, I hate to say it, but it could be the crucial one. Because if Launceston get it, they're probably too far away. And North Hobart, if they can get it, will hit the lead and maybe can hang on. We'll wait and see. Boundary throw in. Auckland takes it. Little kick off fingers. Here's Paul Freeman. Caught from behind. Great tackle, Troy Cunliffe. Play on to advantage. Pepin, as of late, leading here in Caswell. He can't take the mark. Tyrrell with the spoil. Boyd in the follow-up. This way, that away. Back to Tyrrell, to Brown. Off balance kick's not a good one. Chaos ball. Chance for Yates. He just throws it on the boot towards half forward. Jake Smith. Off his hands. Brave effort. McCulloch swings it round towards goal. It's not going to make the distance. It's off fingers. Jamison House did well. And it's a behind. 9-3-57 North Hobart. Launceston 9-7-61. It's a thriller here at the home of football in southern Tasmania. A worthy game for 1 versus 2 as Jamison House goes long off hands to Miller. Miller handballs over the top to Hines. Hines lateral now towards Taylor. Taylor takes it. Short pass towards Dakin. He overcooks it. Turnover now as it's in the centre of the ground. That might be another turnover. McCulloch does well. He kicks wide here looking for Pepin.
It's a big test here for Will Pepin. Jay Blackberry does well. Uses his experience to tap the ball to his own advantage. Drives the ball inside 50. Dylan Riley loses his footing. Collins is in pursuit. I'll tell you what, Jake Smith just had to shoo off 3 or 4 trainers there for Launceston. Big collision with Jake Steele, but he's determined to be out there. He's still wincing in agony, is Jake Smith, so we'll keep an eye on that in the dying stages of this game. He's again been a solid performer for the Blues as we have the boundary throw in. Deep inside, attacking 50 for Launceston. Williams in the ruck, taps it down to McCulloch, who just paddles the ball over the top to Pepin, decides to soccer the ball through the middle of North Hobart Oval. Tom Reeves, really strong effort, dishes the handball off. Pepin gets back on the end of it. He's got Jai Menzie inside 50, stops and props and takes the mark on his chest. Now he is known for performing in the clutch moments, David Max. He kicked that goal after the siren to sink the Pioneers in the DAB League last year.
Yes, he did.
This is a huge kick for him.
Most important kick for him today. There would not be that long to go. What have we had? 1, 2, 3 goals for the quarter to date. So 16-minute quarters plus time on. So only a minute or two at the absolute maximum to go here.
Played 18 and a bit as Jai Menzie begins his approach. He gets under the ball. It's not going to quite make the distance. A pack forms on the goal line. Bodies everywhere. Jeffrey Fisher thought he might have got a foot to that. The North Hobart faithful were getting up and about as well. In the end, a minor score. So 9-4-58 North Hobart plays the Blues 9-7-61. 18 and a half gone, Dave Moore. We are going down to the wire.
It's a thriller on City Park Radio as Smith has recovered from that knock. He kicks it 60 metres outside defensive 50. Great mark, Harper. That's an experienced mark at this stage of the game. He plays on here looking for Miller, who's been pretty good. Oh, he nearly drags it in with one hand, has the recovery. Releasing handball. Here it is with Riley. Little kick forward towards Blackberry, who drops a mark he should have taken. Weaves his way through traffic. Hooks into towards the goal square. Lots of North Hobart defenders, including Pepin. He gets knocked off the contest. Sandrick around the ball. Player tackled immediately. No prior there.
Great tackle.
Jared Dakin.
It was Jared Dakin, and crucially though for Launceston, they're inside attacking 50. Inside 50s this quarter. 10 Launceston, 8 to North Hobart.
Some tired boys out there at present.
Absolutely. We're into round 5. A lot of hard footy being played. Chance for Hugh Williams Sr. Handball to Dakin. To Seymour. Gets a kick away under pressure. Fades to the right. Courage needed here. A lot of players at the contest. Great stuff. Out of bounds. So we're in the dying minutes of this game. It's at the wrong end if you're a North Hobart supporter. It's deep in attack for Launceston. 19 and 3/4 minutes gone. 61 Launceston, 58 North Hobart. Bit of a hush over the crowd. As it's a boundary throw in now. Wright gets it, a tap to it. Wright tries to get a kick on goal. Can't do so. Baxter Norton tackled. Over the top, Yates handball. Straight to Palfreyman. Swings into the goal square. Any Riley magic this time? No, there's not. But it's still there to be won. Joby Harper. He gets tackled straight away. And we're now 20 metres out from goal. Launceston in attack.
No further score.
That's what Maxi predicts. So 20 and a half minutes gone. Close to siren time. Can North Hobart get one more opportunity? Baxter Norton's tackled. A lot of players around the ball now. So Launceston determined to not let it out of their forward 50. Great contest today here at North Hobart Oval. Umpire clears the area. Up it goes. There it is. Victory to the Blues. 9-7-61 over North Hobart. 9-4-58. Margin of 3 points. Exhausted players. Game played in really good spirit as players shake hands. And North Hobart can hold their heads high. I'm sure Bear Robinson won't be satisfied with the defeat, but I tell you what, they gave it everything here today, and they're right.